Greetings, everyone. Thank you for joining us here at the 1947 Partition Archive. Given the critical situation South Asia is facing right now with COVID 19, we're adding some new programming to our channel to answer your questions about the crisis. Today's topic will be learning to adapt to the new reality. My name is Monika Sharma, and I'm volunteering to bring you this episode. Joining me is Dr. Monika Sharma. Dr. Sharma is a counseling psychologist in Vasant Kunj, Delhi, and has an experience of 15 years in this field. She completed her Bachelor in Psychology in 2002 and Master's in Psychology from CSJM University in 2004. She did her specialization in counseling under the course in PGDPC. She believes in serving clients with a nonjudgmental and emphatic approach. Her range of work spans attending to individual counseling, depression, anxiety, suicide prevention, phobias, stress management, anger management, work-life balance, and a lot more. Thank you so much for joining us today, Dr. Sharma.
Thank you so much. Much
Yeah.
appreciated that you made me part of this mission. Thank you so much.
Yeah. So starting off with the most basic questions, in what ways do you feel that the pandemic is affecting our mental health?
Okay, so pandemic is affecting our mental health in various ways. It is creating lots and lots of fear, and that is causing anxiety. And people are facing lots and lots of loneliness, mood swings, irritation, right? Because the people who are impacted with the pandemic, they are not feeling very much comfortable. They have the fear of getting well or not, or whether they will get the right treatment, whether the beds will be available, whether the oxygen medicines will be available or not. In spite of getting all those things, people have this fear also whether they will be able to save their life as well or not, because pandemic has taken so many people's life as well. Though the data is very less, but people have this fear as well in their mind, and the financial condition also impacted. So there is a constant fear whether they will lose their job anytime, or if they will lose their job, when will they get another job, as well as because the financial situation really takes a toll any person, because all the expenses are as before. They have to do each and everything as they were doing earlier. So this is also stressing them a lot. So because of this, stress is coming, depression is coming, right? Irritability is coming, right? Very snappy behavior you can see. These things are happening.
Yeah, I think a lot of those issues have been impacting a lot of people around the world. So, in the situation where people do feel like they're being impacted, how can one monitor their mental health, right? What kind of behavior can they pick out as healthy and unhealthy?
Yes, as well as the monitoring is concerned, you can check these things if a person is sleeping a lot, because sleep is a very much important issue that impacts our mental health. If the person is sleeping a lot, or maybe second option is a person is sleeping very less, lack of sleep is also there. A person is trying to fall asleep but not able to sleep because constant mind is running with so many thoughts. So sleep pattern we can check, as well as the second option we can go for the diet. If the person is eating very less, that is not healthy, that is causing some mental stress. Or as well as if the person is started eating a lot, like you can say binge eating as well, right? So this is also very stressful. If the person is taking too much food, that is not healthy. As well as mood swings, right? Irritability, you can see crying spell. Very often a person if starts crying on a very trivial issue, very small issue. So you can see this thing also. A person who has to enjoy so many things earlier, right? But now the things who used to enjoy earlier, now that person has stopped enjoying those things as well. So this is also not a good sign. So we can say the person is deteriorating in his or her mind. So we can definitely check that person. And if the family members are not able to help, because talking is very effective, so they can consult to any therapist nearby. As well as you were saying before, the what behaviors are healthy and what behaviors are not healthy. So healthy behavior, I must say, if you will keep on track your diet, your sleep, try as much as possible. If you will little bit exercise on daily basis, if you will read good books, right, and try to far away from these news channels as much as possible. I will just recommend to see the highlights of the day, because more and more if you will see the news channels, you will see the problems everywhere, right? Because there is no positivity in the news. That segment should also be started, I think so. So stop watching too much news, just see the highlights, read good books. If you have any hobby, start doing that, or pursue any new hobby that will help you a lot, listening some good music, right? So these are the healthy habits, and that will regain the person's mental health quickly comparatively.
Yeah. I think we've got a comment from a viewer. Swati Nanda says, 20 days back, I am having a heavy feeling in my chest and I get asthmatic spasms almost every day. I didn't have asthma earlier. I became negative 20 days back. I didn't have asthma earlier, but now I'm getting spasms every day and chest feels heavy. Do you have anything to say to this?
Yeah, that is the sign of anxiety. Maybe she is developing some little anxiety due to some stress, because nowadays everybody is stressed for sure. Nobody is free from stress. So because whenever you are calling or talking or taking a phone call from your relative or friend, everybody will talk about this thing, this happened to the neighbor, to the family member, or maybe office colleague, right? Or as I said to you, on social media, on TV news channels, wherever, whatever we are seeing, right, listening, that is related to pandemic. So a person gets anxious about his or her health, right? A person gets anxious about the health of loved ones, about the well-being. So constant fearful thinking, constant negative thinking makes a person anxious. So that's why the heaviness in the chest and palpitation, uneasiness she can feel if she is feeling like this. So she is not in the very critical stage, she should be fine quickly. So if she will start talking to therapists in this way, she will be able to release her emotions, because releasing the fearful emotion is really very helpful. So I must suggest Swati, you please talk to any therapist nearby. And nowadays therapists are giving online sessions, because since last 1 month I am also taking only online sessions, because meeting is not good, not perfect, because we have to follow the guidelines for the security of yourself and your family members. So must take online session.
Yeah.
And
So,
if she wants, she can start a little bit breathing exercise, if she will start breathing exercise on regular intervals. That I am suggesting her right now ki Swati, please start doing breathing exercise on regular intervals, like after every 2 hours or after every three hours. So this will help you a lot.
yeah, so like you mentioned, stress is really common to basically everybody these days. And additionally, you
Yes.
also pointed out some ways in which we can deal with that. But more specifically, what are some ways that some healthy manners of coping with stress, loneliness, or anxiety caused by the pandemic?
Yeah. So here the most effective ways are, first of all, I would say, as I mentioned to the Swati as well, if you will start breathing exercise on regular intervals, so that will help you a lot. Because whenever a person is having so much anxiety, fearful thoughts, or maybe loneliness, stress, her or his nervous system gets very very pressurized. So if you will start doing quick breathing exercise, your nervous system will get relaxed and you will start feeling better quickly. As well as start doing little exercise at home only, like stretching, bending, light exercise at home only. If you know the yoga, you can start doing some yoga exercises at home, right? Start reading some good books, novels, whatever you like to do, and try to talk to your family members on daily basis. Because I am seeing this trend as well. Because whenever a person is very very depressed or feels lonely, that person avoids talking. That will not help. If you will start talking to your friends and family members, that will be very helpful. And nowadays the technology is very good, so they can start talking over the video calls. That will help that a lot, because face to face talking is like vitamin for the health. for mental health especially. And she can, or any person can start using the visualization technique. I so many times tell to my clients as well, please visualize in your mind that you are fit, you are healthy, you are relaxed. That helps a lot because mind has no idea what is happening right now over there. If you will start doing this, that will help you a lot to deal with stress, loneliness, depression, as well as positive affirmations. Because we
Yeah.
cannot go out, we cannot do so many things, so positive health affirmations helps a lot. And start listening music, good music, light soothing music, not very hard music. That also will help a lot.
And also, Dr. Sharma, you shared with us that you've been working with patients from the hospital bed or people who are on oxygen presently. So, for those who are either suffering with COVID-19 or on the more front line of this crisis, how can those people look after their mental health?
Yes, because in recent days I was taking the sessions with the patients, those who are in the hospital beds, because they cannot do much, frankly speaking, because they are on the hospital beds. So, whenever they are talking, I try to divert their mind. So I will suggest to the people, if the family members over there try to divert their mind, do not talk about the illness with them, right? And for the person who is on the bed, that person can start using the affirmations as I have suggested to them. They can start reciting in their mind, I am fit, I am happy, I am relaxed, my health is fine, I am recovering very soon, I am recovering very soon. My body is fit. I am physically well. So, if they will start saying this thing, this will help them. And visualization technique. And have suggested them to start watching some fun videos, whatever they love to do, because comedy is also a very good resource of recovering so quickly, as well as the music and frequency music, 432 hertz, that helps a lot. If they are not doing anything, they don't want to do anything, right, not able to feel, so they can just start that music and just listening those vibrations. That helps a lot. So 432 hertz is really very helpful. And affirmation, recitation, and watching some good fun videos in the hospital scenarios, and talking to friends and family members, because the most important thing in the mental illness is the diverting your mind, because the mind is occupied with fearful thoughts. So if the person will keep on thinking those fearful thoughts, that will not help that person, and that will impact the mental immunity. If they will start watching something, they will start listening something, they will start talking to friends, family over the phone calls, video calls, so their immunity will get better.
Yeah. So one of our viewers, Khalil ur Rahman, is asking, I think, about vaccine anxiety, right? Dr. Sharma, how can we make people believe that there's no chip in the COVID-19 vaccine or that nobody's trying to take their secrets? How can we address that fear?
Yes, people are having this fear. Even you will not believe, my family, my staff also said this thing to me, because they said to us, Didi, whether should I take this or not. So I assured her, no, no, it's perfectly fine. We all are taking. You should take. This is really important for all of us. So Khalil, I will say to you, कि government is making sure that all these vaccines are safe for the countrymen. So please have faith on it and start using it, because this is very important for all of us. If you want, and if I want, if everybody wants a new normal, so definitely we all should take vaccination. There should be no fear about it. This is perfectly fine, safe, tested, and all this thing is going on under the government protection. So there is no need to worry about it. Please go ahead.
Yeah. I think we have time for one more question. Dr. Sharma, how can we establish a healthy work-life balance considering that a lot of us are working from home these days?
Yes, as far as work-life balance is concerned, because nowadays what is happening, because everybody is working from home, online work is going on, so many people thinking like if we are at home, no matter how long we are doing, so definitely they should try to make a schedule for their work, like for 8 hours they should work, and after that they should give time to their family, right? Physical exercise must, breathing exercise they can start doing while they are working even. I often suggest this thing to my client, because they say to me, "Ki, ma'am, we are not getting time, where there is a lot of work for us, work pressure has also increased." So work pressure is definitely increased, I understand, but you will have make priority your health, right? So you can start doing five deep breaths after every 3 hours while you are working on your laptop as well, right? And start reading some good books, that will help. So, and exercise, and if this is possible, putting the mask, you can go for walk. Please try using two masks these days, because government is suggesting everybody, we are seeing on the channels right now, two masks are required if your area is safe, not so many cases over there. So you can start going for a little walk, that will help you a lot, because taking walk helps a lot. A little sunlight also helps, fresh air. If you will start taking these things, that will help you a lot.
Yeah. Thank you so much for being with us today, Dr. Sharma. Thank you so much for answering our questions. We will be hosting episodes on numerous topics related to COVID-19 several times a week at 9 a.m. India time. Follow us on Facebook or subscribe on YouTube to catch all the episodes. Thank you for joining us today.
Thank you so much, everyone. Thank